In this too, quote, without direct interference with legal doctrines. Man, that's a great little section right there. All right, so moving on to the next part of Tully's speech, states here, the great difficulty in dealing with uses and with trusts led to the adoption of the writ of subpoena, ever since used by courts of equity. In the reign of Richard II, Waltham, Lord Keeper of the Great Seal, invented the writ of subpoena for bringing refractory trustees before the Court of Chancery. The writ was directed to the party not as common law writs to the sheriff or an officer of the court, but by acting on the conscience of the party, thus subjected to the court's jurisdiction, forced him to, quote, do justice by compelling the affirmance of right or enjoining the doing of a wrong, end quote.
I just got to add something. That is a very, very important paragraph for people to understand. And I wanted to point out his very specific use of the word refractory trustees. A refractory trustee is somebody who is deflecting their responsibility as trustee. And so that's why he's talking about the writ of subpoena, because you've got somebody who is supposed to be a trustee, either under the law or within their capacity, and they're either refusing to do it or obfuscating their duty. That's why the courts have this writ of subpoena to pull in a refractory trustees before the Court of Chancery. And it's also good to mention that refract, if you look up the definition, American Heritage Dictionary 1975, refract, to deflect, light, for example, break off, away, or backwards. So a refractory trustee is one that's backing away from the light. So the thing is, and that rides right along with equity, which is equity does not look to, basically they're trying to compel the duty of the defendant. That is what equity does. Is it looks to who is on trial, and if that person has a responsibility to make sure that they do it.
Affirmance of a right or enjoining the doing of a wrong. The common law was utterly powerless to deal with the breaches of trust or direct the conduct of trustees or others occupying fiduciary positions.